Hi, everybody. I made it at last. Hi, Jem. Hi, Marissa. I've only been back about 20 minutes, but I was determined to make it. Feeling a bit better, Jem. Alison, do you blame me? She's disgusting. Talking about nursing homes the way she has. She's got no sense of what's right. Yeah, I had a commitment this afternoon, Jem, so I had to go. Hi, Tinkerbell. Merry Christmas, my love. Tinkerbell, do you want a wrench? I've given you one. You love my hairdo? I've just scraped it back. Thank you, though, Alison. I need to get something done. I've been almost, when my husband died, I scraped, my hair was down here. I scraped it all back and I cut it. I chopped it and it's never grown properly since. So I've been tempted to do that again the last couple of days. Jem, I've been looking at houses in Tipperary. And it's a bit cold. It's not too bad. And I've got the heating on. It's not too bad. And I've been dashing around this afternoon. So, hi, Nikki. Not too bad, thank you. How are you? But I've been looking at houses in Tipperary and I've found a really nice one that I can afford. I don't know, Alison. I'm not sure, love. I found one I can afford and still have plenty of money to update it. Plenty of money to give the kids and enough to put in savings. But I want to have that upheaval. My heart is in Ireland. It always has been. And good, I'm glad, Nikki. Are we due another cold snap? Do you think so, Jem? I've got lots of cousins there. I've still got a brother and a sister there. And my brother and sister live in Dublin, half brother and half sister. My cousins, most of them are in Tipperary, and my heart is there. No, I haven't seen any banshees. Not noticeably, anyway. It is. My heart is there, Jem. My mum's heart was there, and she never went back. And she always said she wanted to go back there to be buried, and I could never understand that. Oh, right, Alison, sorry. I don't know why she didn't go before. And do you think so, Jem? Hi, Red Pill. Hello, my love. I mean, I'd always have somewhere to come back here to the kids and everything, and they'd always have somewhere to go there to whenever they wanted to, which we've got that anyway. Through the looking glass, looking stunning. I've been dashing around like a loony. Did you see, do you reckon, Tinkerbell? Marissa, I know, but I'm frightened of making a mistake. I think years ago, I think I would have done it definitely without any shadow of a doubt. With Alf beside me, I think he loved Ireland too, and his dad had Irish ancestry. Did you see Foodie Beauty laughing at my bottom teeth again? Well, you all know my jaws collapsed because of the medication. That's something that's going to be remedied after the new year. And I've also got an appointment, finally, with the orthopaedic surgeon on the 1st of February. So I'm very thankful to get that through after a couple of years' wait, really. She is Jem. She's disgraceful. Yeah, Marissa, I agree. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get, when I see him, he'll do my back, and then I can get my dental work done. And then my son says, let's go, because I wanted to go to Ireland in the spring and meet up with Nova. And my son said, well, I was planning to take you in June. So without my knowledge. So he's told me now, because I was thinking of going in spring. So he was planning to take me in June. So maybe it's going to be June. Oh, Marissa, isn't it terrible? Did your mum have it as well? My mum had it awfully, and I was about 5'4" in height, and I've gone down probably to under 5'2" now. You're right, red pill. You're right. Can't pick ugly on the inside, and she's reverted, hasn't she? You know, she was this demure Muslima, and she's changed. He is Tinkerbell. He is. He's the one who took me to the hotel for my birthday. They're really nice. Yeah, you've lost half an inch. I've lost about 2 inches, probably more. My grandson said I could put you in my pocket and carry you around. He is Jem. All of the kids are there. They're really supportive. Got one of my other cards downstairs. That one. Mom, back to front. So everybody's going to be here. I've got people staying tomorrow. Nikki, wasn't that terrible? Wasn't it awful what she said? My husband was in for the last few years because I looked after him as long as I could, but I couldn't lift him. And my back collapsed on 3 occasions within the space of about 2 weeks. Just bump, 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 the vertebrae went. Hello, Tammy. Hi. And I just couldn't do it. But I used to go every day for 5 or 6 hours every single day when I was out of hospital. And she thinks it's just funny pushing somebody round and being fed. As I said, she had that with Nada, the pushing round, and with Salah. Not too bad through the looking glass. It was really cold, but now it's quite mild. Raining today, and I've had to go out. Yeah, Marissa Alfie had Lewy bodies. It's terrible. Strung out, exactly. And you know, my kids have to work. They've got their families, and I was doing it all myself, and very, very little help. Very little. Yeah, 7 years. Alfie was ill for 25 years, and it was the last 6. He was in a nursing home. -17, Tammy, gosh. It's very hard work, Marissa, but, you know. Hi, Nova. How are you? Oh, Ireland's been on my mind. It's been on my mind. It's been in my heart. It's been stabbing me. It's been warming me. It's been doing all sorts of things. Oh, thank you for coming in, Jem. Thank you. Happy Christmas. And I'll speak to you after Christmas. Thanks, Nova. Oh, I've watched a lot. I don't know whether I've watched that one, Through the Looking Glass. I know a lot about the Irish famine now, and You know, and the more I watch, the angrier I get. I keep thinking I can't be any angrier, but I do get angry. My dad was, he had me late in life, and he was born in 1900. 1900. It's quite a bit older than my mum, and 12 years. It's quite a bit. And he was, at the time of the uprising in Ireland, he was working at Jacob's biscuit factory, and he was part of the Brotherhood. He slept with a gun under his pillow, and the way things were then, he worked days, I think, and his brother worked nights at the biscuit factory. So when police came knocking on the door for my dad and he wasn't there, the police didn't get in, didn't get past my grandmother. But my dad's brother never forgave him because the gun was actually under the pillow, and had they gotten him out of bed, he would have been in a lot of trouble. We've got a nice little community here, haven't we? Yes, I will be, Alison, but I won't be going to the Catholic Church. I don't think I'm going to go to the church where Alf and I were married. They've been very good to me, and that's where I'm going to go, I think. I may go to the Catholic Church as well. Time is a constraint the next couple of days. £19.25. Where in Scotland, Tammy? I should have known from your name, shouldn't I? Scottish. Happy Christmas, Nova. Have you seen that £8.5 million castle for sale in Ireland? I can't remember the name of it now. I've written it down somewhere. Will I be praying for Foodie Beauty? I have to say no, because if I said yes, I'd be a hypocrite. As far as I'm concerned, she's showing absolutely no redeeming features. Nothing. I used to feel sorry for her, no longer. Robertsons. Yeah. I knew some Robertsons. Isn't it strange when you talk to somebody, say from the States or somewhere, and they say, oh, do you know so-and-so? Like my dad's name was Kinsella. Do you know the Kinsellas from so-and-so? And of course I don't. Well, she does have a soul, but it's in need of cleansing through the looking glass. We all do things that are wrong. All of us, every one of us, nobody's infallible. And, not even the priests and the vicars, but she shows no remorse for anything she does. Nothing. Look what she did to me, giving him a false alibi. Sorry. No. That's right. Through the looking glass, we try. That's good of you, Alison. And I'm afraid then I'm not as big a person as you, because I won't be praying for her. No. I do think of Amber Lynn Reid sometimes and feel that I wish she'd get her life in order. There's other people, like, it's not to do with the weight, it's to do with Foodie. It's more to do with her lack of regard for anybody, her spite, her venom, her filth. Through the Looking Glass, she calls it her profession, YouTube. So up until she met Salah, what has her profession consisted of? It's consisted of demeaning herself continuously on YouTube. Continuously. Deliberately. To make money. You know, to degrade yourself to that extent, to any extent really, just to make money. No. And the stories that her friends come out with as well, so. Yeah, definitely, Shannon. I hope Shannon's really much better. Must be hard, you know, to deal with mental stress so much when you've got children. Because children won't understand it. They won't know what's going on. They don't know what's wrong. Anybody praying for Nada? I say that tongue in cheek. Yes, Nova. Nada is going all out on Foodie Beauty, and that's one thing I don't agree with. He lived with her. He lived off her. He's on that iPad now that she bought him, that she still hasn't paid for. He's got absolutely no... He's got no self-respect, has he? Habibi, hi. No, it isn't. It isn't as cold. And I've been out this afternoon. I got back about half an hour ago now, so it's not quite as bad as it was. Well, it's not as bad as it was. It's almost spring-like in comparison. Nice, isn't it, Nova? I think it's going to last. I doubt we're going to get a white Christmas. My stomach's rumbling. I hope you can't hear it. I haven't eaten yet. Yeah, and me. I know. I've got a baked potato in the oven. It's a bit late to eat that, really, though, isn't it? It's 10 to 9. But I haven't eaten all day, so. Well, I have. I had breakfast. What am I talking about? But I've been busy this afternoon. I had a bar of chocolate. Oh, do you, Tammy? Yes, I've got a friend in Canada. Oh, stop it. In Canada, who does that, feral cats. And she goes out and she feeds them regularly. And she's done it for years now. I do leave my garden shed that I've got now, I do leave that shed door slightly ajar, and I leave fresh water in there and, you know, old clothes on the floor, so if there's any cold animals, they can hop in there and have free bed and breakfast, probably. Yeah, that's a good idea, Tammy, excellent idea. Tinkerbell, I will. Are you going through something? Don't say if you don't want to. Stacey's rainbow. Hi. Happy Christmas. I like the trees and the rainbow. I wanted to come on just, sort of briefly, just to say Happy Christmas, because it's not gonna, I won't be doing a live now till after Christmas. Hi, Squidgy. Nice to see you. No, Habibi, I can't either. I can't work out what she sees in him. Except, the I don't understand the DMSM, whatever it is, with them, but yeah, another truth, exactly. Yeah, she is. She always does, doesn't she? But Dee Dee, she's saying she lost her job through Foodie Beauty. Well, blame Nada. Blame him as well. Much as I've got no time for Foodie, blame needs to be placed where it best belongs, on him. Oh, have you, Squidgy? Oh, how lovely, eh? I remember just bathing them and getting them under the arm, and oh. Did you know? Do you know I've got first birthday tomorrow? I thought she was younger than that. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day was my mother-in-law's birthday. Is that what he's saying? He can't be bothered to get up to catch a train to go and see his mum? A new granny, Squidgy. I'm an old granny. That's lovely though, isn't it? A new granny. Fabulous. Were you there when the baby was born? I was there with 2 out of 3. He is he's lazy. Squidgy is lazy, but also I think that Foodie's encouraged absolute dependence, and that's what's happened. Yeah, I'm up before 6 every morning of my life, unless I'm ill. Georgia Peaches, hi. What do you mean? You're spending Christmas alone? What do you mean? You're driving up there? Brooklyn to Brixton. Hello. Nice to see you. Oh, so it was a bit far for you to go, Squidge. I'm always up early. I could never understand my mother-in-law particularly. She used to be up at 5, 6 o'clock every morning, and I used to say to Alfie, why does she get up so early? And now I'm doing it. Maybe it's an age thing. Hello, Chrissy. I don't think so, Chrissy. She calls me much worse. And to be honest, Nada calls her much worse as well. Don't call her a sloth. I've got 2 beautiful sloths. They sleep with me. Bally Chicken, hi. Happy you're here. Thank you for that video that you did. Brilliant. Thank you. It was so nice of you to do that. A brisket. How many of you are there, Tammy, for Christmas lunch? Ten there, Nova. We've got 7 here now. No, I'm from the Midlands, Brooklyn to Brixton. I live in the West Midlands now. You, your son and daughter. That's nice. A nice cozy Christmas. That's right, Chrissy. Especially to me, I love animals. Lamb. I think it's not quite as traditional as it used to be. I remember as a little girl that chicken used to be, stop leaning forward and slouching on. Chicken used to be something of a treat of a Sunday, but it's an everyday, reasonably inexpensive meal now. I don't have to cook at all. My sons cook Christmas dinner. My son and his partner, and the other kids knocking, and I don't have to do a thing, and I feel ever so lazy. But I've done quite a bit up till now and got the house nice. Oh, Squidgy, that makes sense. Yeah. Isn't it terrible about the nurses having to go on strike to get a reasonable amount of pay? Where would we be without them, from cradle to grave? It's disgusting that they're not paid properly. Yeah, baby, but you see, I used to love cooking, but now I'm out of the habit of doing it. Stephen's Day, yes, and Stephen's. On the Feast of Stephen. Oh, Tinkerbell. That must have been ever so painful. If it's still painful, I'm so sorry. Look after yourself. Watch what you're eating as well. Maybe some foods might aggravate it. Bally chicken. Did you see on? Hang on, where did I see it now? Was it on Kiwi Farms or was it on Reddit? I don't know, because I looked at both of them the other day, and they were laughing at that thumbnail the FBRC had of Chantal in the mosque with her takeaway bucket of Kentucky Fried. You're right, Tammy, but I used to love cooking, and my mum, I've said this before, my mum used to cook for 10 of us. Imagine that. And 12 altogether with her and her dad. And Alf's mum used to cook for 9 every day. And Alf's mum, even more so, because if people decided they didn't want to eat what she'd cooked, she'd cook them something different. She was such a nice woman. Yeah, big families. And, satisfied as well with so little, really. No, I didn't Brooklyn to Brixton. I made inquiries about what could and what happen in certain situations, but that's it. I hope it put the fear in her, but I doubt it. I'm not sure whether it was Kiwi Farms or Reddit, because I looked on both of them, Bally, but I don't go there regularly. But Squidgy, not Princess. Hi, nice to see you. Number 1 Princess. Sorry, I said not Princess. Number one princess. Squidgy, I remember one year I had, and I always remember it, and I was so excited, a typewriter, one of those kiddies typewriters, and a new cardigan. I can't remember what else I had, but I remember those two things, and the cardigan was like a pale turquoise colour, and I loved it, and I wore it all the time till Mum dragged it off me and washed it every so often. Yes, number one princess. I'm glad you're here. I'm a little bit later because, well, mainly because I thought it would be better for people, but also because I've been out this afternoon. Hi, Zio. Hi, how are you? Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. You don't want to hear me sing, do you? I can't believe how fast the years are flying. Really. In Cumbria, what's the weather like there, number one princess? Princess, I'll call you. All right, Habibi, thank you so much for coming in, and happy Christmas. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Habibi. Are you really going to see Jean? Are you really? Georgia. Freezing cold and pouring down. It's been pouring down here. It's been raining here, but not freezing cold, thankfully. Bye, Habibi. I've already said it, but happy Christmas again. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Jean stayed in that apartment. I would have thought he'd have moved back to, was it Texas he was from, to be with his sisters. Yeah, milder here as well. It's lovely in comparison. Right. But then we wouldn't have such beautiful greenery and foliage and trees if we didn't have the rain. There's always a silver lining, I suppose. Can you hear my next door neighbours running up and down the stairs? I think they've got kids staying on one side. Oh, Lamont at Large. Yeah, Kroger's across the street from where she was. Yeah, lots, number one princess. When I worked in Saudi, and like Chantal's going on about the desert and everything else, but when I worked in Saudi, when it rained, you would get a lot of people, mainly the Filipinos, running out with blue plastic over their heads because they loved the rain. But it was sand. It was pouring down with rain and sand. It wasn't refreshing rain. You know what I mean? No, I'm not keen on him neither. It wasn't refreshing rain. It was sandy rain, but everybody was so excited to get the rain. And I swore that when I left it, I would never ever complain about our seasons again. And I might say, oh, it's cold and but I don't complain about the seasons. I like the 4 seasons, the weather and the band. Yeah, number one princess, sandy rain. Thank you, Bally Chicken. Thank you. I noticed that Chantal was stirring it up again, saying I was RACIST. Would never do it. Brooklyn to Brixton, I was only there for a couple of years. I came home every 3 months, every 3 months. I had a pretty high-powered job, so I was quite privileged, really. But hi, Lana. No, right. She's not worth it, is she? So it was only a couple of years, just over a couple of years. I was there through Desert Shield and part of Desert Storm. No, she's got no room to talk about anybody, has she? Thank you, Bally. Thank you. I'm not even, I'm not even considering it anymore. It's just nonsense. Brooklyn to Brixton. I was at the end of my offered around the world tickets, but I didn't take it. I just took the extra leave and came home. I was homesick. Very homesick. Yeah, Squidgy, you're right. You're right. And she's certainly not on my mind over Christmas. It's just that comment about the nursing homes really did great with me. She's just ignorant. And I'm not going to be watching them over Christmas, neither her, Nada, Anne Boleyn, none of them. I'm going to be watching, if I'm watching anything, it's going to be uplifting stuff. It's not going to be that nonsense. Squidgy, she ain't never going to reach my age, is she? Sing away. You really don't want to hear that. Number one princess, no, I don't like how she talks about care homes either. I have a relative in one at present. Yes, I have seen A Tree Grows in Brooklyn and I loved it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I haven't watched it in so many years. You just reminded me. You're right, Brooklyn. She's, I could turn around and say certain things about members of her family, but I won't, because they're not involved online. And why would I want to bring them into it? She's just pathetic. Like her song, pathetic. I really don't want to react much to her anymore because she's boring, basically. Yeah, that film is fantastic. Yeah, people's children are older people. Very boring, no, but she's got nothing to talk about outside of her little self and food. Food, food. Every other sentence is food. I only eat when I'm hungry. Squidgy, do check it out because it's a fantastic film. And I've also got the book somewhere. Yeah, it is me, myself, and I. You will love it, Squidgy. It's a beautiful film. In fact, when I go to bed, if I can't sleep, I might See if I can get it. Oh, you're getting snowstorms. Ooh, wind advisory. Stay safe, Tinkerbell. Yeah, the films, they're never the same, are they, as the books? Sometimes the book's better, sometimes the film itself is better. Yeah, I saw that, Bella. People wanna be a friend. I don't think so. You know why she said that though, don't you? You know why? Because she's dropped her charges to be a member, and she's trying to say that she's done it to help people because she knows people really want to be in touch with her, really want to be. No, she's dropped them because her views are dropping and she thinks it's going to attract more people in, and maybe it will, I don't know. He's in Switzerland and the snow's melted. Yeah, no, but the book is usually better, but the film of A Tree Grows in Brooklyn is excellent. It really is good. Number one princess. Pete is how old is he? 40 odd. A bit older than her. In the army. Squidgy. Alf was in the army before I knew him. 7 years. 9 years. 7 years. Yeah. 2.99. The Sound of Music. Julie Andrews. Brief Encounter. Wuthering Heights. Casablanca. I haven't watched Enchanted Cottage. Who's in that? Enchanted Cottage. Hi, Sherry. Yes, I'm feeling a lot better. I had to go out and do things this afternoon, so pulled me out of myself a bit. Chantal skinny collarbone. Oh. I think Pete loves that. I do. I think he loves that. And it's misplaced because she doesn't seem to care about anybody. Sherry. Bally, you're that right. I never really used to wear much makeup. My hair when I met Alf was jet black. This colour now, if you can call it a colour, is my natural. It's just gone like this. What have I missed? Wow, Georgia Peaches. How can you do that though? How can you have him removed? Because he's on the lease. Robert Young and Dorothy Maguire. Dorothy Maguire, number one princess. Thank you. You're very kind. Foodie Beauty UK fan club. I'm not in that. It is disgusting. Yeah. Hi, Jinx. What's Alpha Review? I'm sorry if things are hell for review. It's me not going in and although maybe it's a good thing. Tavarkin, hi. My lovely friend. Am I blonde, am I? Or am I grey? I don't know quite what, or am I platinum? I don't know quite what colour it is. White Magic Lady, hi. I might put a colour on it after Christmas when I've chopped it off. I'm certainly not going to the hairdressers. Is it blonde? Anyway, I've been there with my sewing scissors. Shall I? Shan't I? I'll wait till after Christmas Day. Platinum Blonde. Isn't it funny? Annie from Belfast. Hello. My mum was brought up in Belfast. I'm going to show my ignorance here. Is it because I can never remember White Rock or Black Rock? Which is it? It's one of the two. White Magic Lady Blonde. Platinum. Need to get in the shower. Yeah, Annie, White Rock or Black Rock. Mum was she was born in Thurles in Tipperary, but when Granny married and that, they moved to Belfast. I don't know the story behind it. And my sisters have been to the house. I could tell you the street if I could remember it. And that's where she was brought up. As a kebab. As a kebab. White Rock. Oh, wow. Almost cousins. I want to come to Belfast. It's one place as well I want to visit. Nova. Platinum Blonde. Nova, were you here when I said, you know, I wanted to come in springtime to Ireland? Well, I've got an appointment with the orthopaedic surgeon on the 1st of February, hopefully to get my pelvis repaired. And then I've got to get my jaw fixed and these teeth sorted out, and they can take them out and do an all-on-4 for me if they want to. Which is what I want, really. And then when all that's done, I was saying to my son, I want to go in spring to Dublin and down to Thurles. And he said, well, I've got to tell you because I was planning to take you in June anyway. So it'll be between spring and June, but you'll know well in advance, Nova. $200 each. What have I missed? Is it better? No, but is that better for you? I'm dreaming about Ireland all the time, just lately, all the time. I think it's my mum jogging me, you know, get yourself over there. Oh, you're seeing your orthopaedic surgeon as well? A couple of weeks before me. That's good then, Nova. Yeah, and I'll let you know well in advance anyway. I'm so pleased because I've been waiting over 2 years now for this. Hello, Joanne. Happy Christmas to you. Are you, Nova? Thank you. You too. You're very special to me. I think I'm going to have to get off shortly because my stomach keeps rumbling. I don't want you to eat it. You left tipping your knee done. Thank you, Jinx. Lana, thank you. Thank you for popping in. I wasn't sure how many people would be able to make it, but I wanted to do something before Christmas because I'm not going to be able to over Christmas, although I'll still do the Vlogmas thing. Have a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful weekend, Lana. Yeah, no, but my mum's sort of prodded me and my dad's prodded me and my great uncle's prodded me. Get yourself over there. Why? I mean, wow, it's going to be removed. Merry Christmas, #1 princess. Merry Christmas. Have a great one. And you, Jinx, too. Thanks, Squidgy. Foodie Boo Beauty UK fan club. Happy Christmas. Super Chat Cat, I missed. Hi, Super Chat Cat. Right, I'm getting off here now because I really have got to go and eat. I'm absolutely famished. Haven't eaten since breakfast. So happy Christmas, everybody. And I'll be back, but not on live until after Christmas now. So stay safe, stay happy, stay warm. And I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. God bless. White Magic Lady, Devarkin, Jinx, Super Chat Cat, Squidgy, #1 Princess. God bless. Nova. Bye-bye.